Alright, yo, this is Gary Brown 12, or Ace if you've seen any of my duels online. Um, so first things first, please make sure you subscribe to my videos. Try my best to make pretty good decks. Also, I have a friend on here. His name is Nate12345. So now we'll start talking to about the deck. The deck that I'm building right now, or that I built, is a Synchro Cat Deck. It's an update to the other Synchro Cat Deck that I've talked about on here. This is kind of an update, but not really. This is kind of a very different deck. So I'll kind of go through the monsters and explain the changes later. So let's start with the monsters first, as I always do in my videos. 3 Keeper Spies, 3 Saber Arabellum, 3 Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind, 2 Summoner Monk, 2 Rescue Cat, 2 Cyber Valley, 1 Dark Arm Dragon, 1 Shard of Blue Flame, 1 Sangan, 1 Gorge's Emissary of Darkness, 1 Raikou Lightsworn Hunter, 1 Gracekeeper Guard. Alright, now we'll go to the traps. So, we have only 5 traps in the whole deck. So 2 Boundless Trap Hole, 1 Crush Card Virus, 1 Mirror Force, 1 Torrential. That's all 5 trap cards in the deck. That was 21 monsters, by the way, if you wasn't unable to keep count. So we have 3 Pasa Avarice, 3 Mind Control, 2 Book of Moon, Giant Trunade, Mystical Space Typhoon, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, Brain Control, Lightning Vortex, and I believe that's 14 spells. Yes, it was 14 spells. Now we'll go to the extra deck. So the extra deck's pretty standard, but I always feel like I should go through the extra deck. So I'll show you my extra deck. Dark Strike Fighter, Gaia Knight Force of Earth, Goyo Guardian, Red Dragon Archfiend, Black Rose Dragon, 2 Arcanite Magicians, 1 Blackwing Armor Master, Blackwing Armed Wing, Stardust Dragon, Thought Ruler Archery, Colossal Fighter, Magical Android. Now on the side deck, we have 2 GB Hunters, 1 DD Warrior Lady, 1 Spirit Reaper, 1 Marshmallow, 2 Mirrors of Oath, 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, 3 Light Imprisoning Mirrors, 1 Scrap Iron Scarecrow, 2 Twisters, 1 Lightning Vortex. Alright, now let's make some comparison between this deck and the last deck. This deck runs 2 Cyber Volleys and 3 Gale the Whirlwind, and it also runs a Shura. My other deck ran 3 DC Divas, Mermaid Archer, and it ran Rose Warrior Revenge. This deck doesn't run any. This deck doesn't run any of those cards. The last build didn't run the Cyber Volleys and it didn't run the Gales, and I'm gonna tell you why. I was running. I went to a regional last week, and the Deep Sea Divas did pretty okay. My only problem is that they're not aggressive by themselves. I can't just summon this and say half and like beat over something. Gale is proactive by herself. I don't need her on the. I don't need her to search out somebody else for it to work. The only way Deep Sea Diva was aggressive is if I got Summit Diva, got the Memory Archer, and Think for Magical Android. And that's a great move, but that should never be my only option. I should be able to just go summon, half, attack. That's the reason why there's 3 Gales in the deck now. Gale is also a 3-star tuner. 3-star tuners have proven to be the best of the tuners. The only problem with this deck now is that this deck doesn't really sync for 8 very well. I'm not using Cyber Dragon because there wasn't any room to 50 men. So there's no real way I can really make 8 unless I make Magical Android or something for it then sync for 8. So I kind of feel like that might be a problem. So I might end up having a side deck, a Rose Warrior or 2, and a side deck. So like when I'm playing against Lightsworn, I can make 8 more. Because Stardust Dragon and Colossal Fighter are very important against those decks. Another chance with the Cyber Volleys, I'm running 3 Mind Controls. Normally when I run 3 Mind Controls in a deck, I normally run 3 Cyber Volleys. But I decided this time around I'm going to run 2 Cyber Volleys, because even against Skill Drain, that Cyber Volley is a pretty good, solid card. I can summon it, and if they can't get rid of it with a spell or trap card or flip it face down, when they attack it, I remove from play, I draw a card, I end the battle phase. I don't think you can ask for much more from a card like that. Like it even works while I'm playing against a skill drain deck. So that's always good. Um, Another change I made is that in the extra deck there's no Tempest Magician. Tempest Magician is great of a card as it is. I will never say it's a bad card because it's a great card. The problem with Tempest Magician is that during the regional, I was unable to get Tempest Magician out on the field at the same time as Arcanite Magician. So whenever I was sync for 6, if I didn't have Arcanite Magician in play, I'm not getting Tempest Magician because Tempest Magician only had 2200 attack points. So I always got Gaia Force or Earth or Booyah Guardian, which is okay because the deck still worked. Like when I was losing, I lost through sacking. Like this one guy, I playing him round one. I had a Deep Sea Diva in defense mode, a Magical Android in defense mode, and one Magical Android in attack mode. I attacked with the one Magical Android because I didn't want to switch the other one to attack mode because I didn't want to get hit by Mirror Force. He plays compulsory on my Monty. He has a Gale that's on the field that's halved because of my Neo-Facian Black Panther that I was playing at the time. And he draws a lure. He plays a lure, removes a Dark Monitor from his hand, and he special summons Dark Arm off the top deck. You can't beat top deck luck. It happens. So I'll probably go 5-2 or even 6-1 um, if I don't lose off the top deck. The version of the deck was pretty good, but I'm going for a more aggressive approach this time around. So please feel free to give advice. Um, so that side deck is also a little different too. So like I made that one Vortex for like if I'm playing against Black Wings or Lightsworn, and I also side deck another Vortex. Like it's always good. The Scrap Iron Scarecrow may look a little weird, but it's really good against Gladbeast. So Gladbeast decks, like while I don't necessarily have an issue with them with the main deck, I would like to be able to side in more answers for them, so like they can't tag and all that other stuff. So we also have the 3 Light Imprisoned Mirrors that's self-explanatory. Um, Another thing we have is Marshmallow and Spirit Reaper. When I play against Lightsworn decks, I do not try to beat them by battle because sometimes they mill all 3 of those Necro Gardeners and it's just about impossible. So what I do, I try to stall them out so they deck themselves out. And each match that I won against the Lightsworn deck during the regional, one round I decked them out, the next round I beat them by attacking. So it's normally like 50-50. Like you normally have to find a way at least one round to beat them by battle, and then the next round you have to beat them by decking them out. Like I was playing this one Lightsworn guy. He played Gold Sarcophagus or Monster Incarnation. He had 2 Jumping Dragons in the graveyard. Um, my hand has 2 Trap Eaters, and I have 1 Twister face down. The guy, I have 2,800 life points left. He only has 4 cards left, so he doesn't want to deck out. So he just said, he just passed the turn. I draw Light Imprisoned Mirror. I said Light Imprisoned Mirror. He draws, he passes turn. It's turn 1 on the Ghost Sarcophagus. My turn, I draw another Twister. I set the Twister. I have the Light Imprisoned Mirror. And the guy then goes and he play my direct nation, gets the Judgment Dragon. I go Light Imprisoned Mirror. I flip it up on him. He summons Judgment Dragon. He also summons Honest. He attacks my face down Great Keeper's card that I had in defense mode with Honest, and I put the Honest back in his hand. Then he ends his turn. I twister my own Light Imprisoned Mirror, and he ends up decking out. So I put in the Twisters and the Trap Eater thinking that they were going to start in the Royal Decree, and it didn't happen, so I ended up with 2 dead Trap Eaters in my hand. So, that's basically how I ended up beating Lightsworn for the most part. Making them deck out and just Arcanite Magician in their field all day, all crazy. So, subscribe. It's your boy Gary Brown 12 or Ace if you've seen any of my duels. Subscribe to me, subscribe to my boy Nate. Alright, I'm out of here. Peace.